Have to talk with Nanba.
Listen.
You good to talk, Ichiban? After hearing what he said about Chairman Hoshino earlier, there's something I'm curious about. Huh? Lay it on me then, I guess. Well, remember how he said it wasn't chance that he came to Ijincho?
Okay.
Yeah, something like that. Well, while you were bleeding out from a gunshot wound, I was working my ass off to find the tools to treat you. I doubt you remember. Nah, you know my gratitude is deeper than the oceans for that. Well, I think the part that you'll want to know is the one who told me to treat you was none other than the chief.
Hmm?
Hmm? I mean, it was the middle of the night. I was asleep, of course. The chief and few guys came to me in a panic and asked me to fix you up.
Hmm.
But now that I think about it, why would they care? What's that supposed to mean? You don't need a motive to save a dying man, do you? If you were one of us, sure, I would have done it. No questions asked. But getting involved with this shoddy Yakuza? That's asking for trouble. If they really wanted to save you, why didn't they drop you off at the hospital? Or call an ambulance?
Huh.
But the chief wanted to keep it in-house. Right. I think the chief must have had a reason he wanted to save you. A reason we still don't know. I guess he might. I think it relates to what Chairman Hoshino was saying about you. Being here isn't just a chance.
Yo.
You think there's more to the chief than we know? Well, every hobo has a secret or two he's hiding.
Hey.
If you got time before your packing duck date, maybe talking with the chief would be a good idea. That's a really good idea. Let's do that, yeah. Let's talk to the chief. Maybe I can dodge this fight. Should be able to. Nice. So pretty much just now I gotta progress to chapter 12 until I unlock the arena. And I need to have 3 million while I have chapter. While I have that unlocked. Okay. Cross the street. Oh, it's the quest again. Let's do that. Oh, hey. Mate. Oh, Kasuga-san, you came.
Hey.
Yeah. Where's your boy Terakado? Apparently, he's learned his lesson. He's been laying low as of late. That's good to hear.
Hmm?
Hey, looks like they're running the soup kitchen today. Now's your chance to talk to her. Sure, but... This whole time I've been thinking about what I should say. But I can't think of anything. I think it would be easier to talk to her if I knew what she liked. Why not go up and ask her? But what if she thinks I have an ulterior motive and never speaks to me again? Dude, don't overthink it. Do you think you could ask Shirakawa-san what she likes for me? I've even been able to touch my soup. I'm so stressed out about it. Man, you serious right now? Fine, but just to get this thing started. Thank you. Okay, be right back. Let's see if I can find something those two can talk about. Kuro asked me to find out what Shirakawa likes. Guess I'll act like I'm getting some food and see what I can learn.
Hey.
Yo, mind if I get some food? Oh, you're the guy from last time. Do you like the onigiri? Oh yeah, it was great. Thanks. Really? I'm glad. I love cooking, but I'm pretty clumsy. I'm never too sure about the taste. It's a relief to know you liked it. Okay, so she likes cooking. Maybe I should ask what else she likes.
Sup?
You like anything other than cooking? Hmm? You want to know what I like? Yeah, tell you the truth. I was thinking about getting a gift for a girl your age. I wasn't too sure what to get her. I thought maybe you'd have some kind of idea. Oh, I see, a gift. Well, I'm not too sure if it will help, but I love flowers. Flowers, huh?
Hi.
Yes. I'm even attending a gardening program at my college because of that. That's cool. I guess a lot of girls love flowers. Thanks for the hint. No problem. Hope she likes the gift. Wait, don't you want any food? Not right now, I guess. Alright, she likes flower. I should cook curry. Yo, I found out what she likes. Thank you. So what did she say?
Yeah.
She loves flowers. Loves them so much, she's going to college for gardening. Wait, really? Yeah. Wait, what's the big surprise?
Yeah.
Well, actually, at one point in time, I worked at a flower shop. No way. That's perfect then. Shouldn't be hard to talk to her if you'll be, with that. Right. I must say, I'm starting to feel pretty confident. I think I'll go over and say hello. This is gonna be terrible. He's not even speaking. Oh, what did he say? Oh, she's smiling, so that's good. Okay. Looks like he's in business. Well, let's go. Oh, wait, can I go back? Flowers can bloom in some pretty unexpected places. Like when I was working, I didn't pay much attention to the city. But you'd be surprised what you see if you look. Really, I'll have to keep an eye out. Oh, nice. Looks like Kura is doing just fine. Hey, look at that. What is it? Talk about Beauty and the Beast. Those two don't match up at all. Yeah, guys like a wild dog, am I right? Yeah, a real mutt. Man, Beauty and the Beast.
Huh?
Whoa, don't sneak up on me like that. Oh, I'm sorry. Apparently Shirakawa and I aren't a good fit. The other hadn't even crossed my mind. Well, I can keep looking like some raggedy old hound. I won't embarrass Shirakawa-san. What should I change first? What should you change? Definitely your face. How about your face? Like plastic surgery? You're right. Should never go to this ugly muck. Nah, not like that. Like, cut your hair or put on makeup or something. Oh, that's what you meant. I don't know if it will be enough. This got me there. Maybe there's something else he could change. Definitely clothes.
Sup?
Why not your clothes? I'm sure she'll not notice that. Do you have anything else you can wear? I'm sorry to say, this is all I have. Alright, we will just have to buy some. How much you got on you? I've got nothing. But I'll try to do something about that. Shirakawa-san, and my new friend who's been cheering me on. Ah, sure. I'm really rooting for you, man. Thank you. Hopefully you can help me with my outfit once I get some money. Bye. The guy sounds a lot more confident now. At this rate, he's got it in the bag. Okay. There's the sheaf.
Chief. My friend's got some questions about the day I was dumped in this town.
Yeah. I want to know why you didn't just abandon Ichiban, or dump him at a hospital. If you don't mind telling us, I'm sure we'd all appreciate it.
I see. Fine. I'll tell you. It's as good a time as any.
What?
There's an old tradition in this homeless camp. A responsibility passed down through the chiefs for many years.
What responsibility?
On occasion, when we're asked, we dispose of bodies.
What?
Bodies?
Yeah. There's a Yakuza family from Kamurocho who pays us to do it. They're called Arakawa.
Arakawa? Seriously? They, was this going on while they were still Tojo?
I don't know every detail, but yes. The arrangement existed at that time. It existed before I started living here. We've dealt with all kinds of bodies, whether they've been shot, stabbed, beaten, no matter how nasty. We dug holes and buried them under garbage. Who knows how many are there now? Back during the bubble, we got one every month. Or so I was told. Since I became chief, there's only been 3.
Damn. Arakawa the assassin.
But there's one more secret rule. It applies to anyone the Arakawa bring here alive.
Secret within the secret. Great.
What happens if they bring someone alive?
We're supposed to give the person medical aid, then let them go free, while pretending they're dead.
What's up with that?
In the criminal underworld, there's always people wanting to fake their own death. Gamblers, guys on the run, anyone who's afraid someone will hurt them. They send people like that here, and we honor the secret agreement. I think it might actually be a service the Arakawa family provides, but obviously they don't advertise it. So it ended up being a very rare event.
Is that agreement why you saved me? This live body rule?
You got it.
What sort of guy dropped me off here?
I mean, probably just someone from the family. I had no reason to check or anything. The guy lugged you out of the trunk of a car. You were covered in blood. He paid me and left. Didn't say a single thing the whole time.
So Arakawa knew these guys would save my life. When they shot me in Kamurocho, was he planning to send me here all along?
I'm sorry, Ichi. You have to die. I'm counting on you, Ichi.
Huh? What the? After Arakawa-san shot me, I think he said something. I think it was, I'm counting on you, Ichi.
What would that even mean?
No clue. But the more I think about it, the more I'm sure he said that.
Look, Ichiban.
What?
I don't want to dash your hopes or anything. But when you were dumped here, you were on death's doorstep. You were only alive because everything I did went exactly the way we needed it to. But it could have easily gone a different way. I know you want to trust Arakawa, but...
I think Arakawa-san had to shoot me. All the other Yakuza at that meeting were watching him.
Huh?
Never mind. You don't get it. Forget I said anything.
Interesting. Ichiban, it's about time you go to Heian Tower. You've got lunch plans with Chairman Hashiro, right? Yes, I do. Full HP? I have full HP. Okay. What is it? Shogi. I need to learn it at some point. Where do I need to go? All the way there? Might as well take the taxi, I guess. Since it's up the other side of the town. Let's be on our way. Oh, there's a group of enemies, but let's explain this for now. Dojo Clan Crest. Did they despawn them? Sorry. I think that did this respawn them. Okay. Well, let's go.
I went ahead and got started.
You sure you don't mind treating me?
What? Are you actually able to pay?
Wish I could, but I don't think they'd take this.
You don't sound like you're gonna relax during this meal.
Depends on what you say. Hopefully I'll relax enough to enjoy the duck. So, how do you know Arakawa-san? I'm on the edge of my seat here.
It wasn't long after the war the counterfeit bills started being produced in Ijincho. It was top secret. Only the heads of the Seiryu clan and the Liumang, plus some officers, knew about it. Outside of that inner circle, they also had to hire people to smuggle the bills.
Smugglers?
And one of them was a traveling actor. His name was Toshio Arakawa. He was Masumi Arakawa's father.
What?
One day, he came to us saying he lost an entire suitcase filled with 100 mil in fake yen. No excuse in the world could have saved him. A mistake that grave required the Seiryu clan to make an example out of him for the other smugglers. But remember, only a few people at the top even knew about the counterfeiting. It wasn't a task they could hand to just anybody. So I, being next in line to inherit the clan, was entrusted to carry it out.
So did you actually...
Yes. I killed Toshio Arakawa, father of Masumi Arakawa, in this very place, 40 years ago. But I had no idea who was in the room with my target. By the time I learned it was his 14-year-old son. It was too late. I had to go through with the hit, knowing this boy would see his father die.
Oh, so that's what
To
happened.
make my guilt even worse, later I found out why Toshio lost the fake bills. His wife and her lover had stolen them. And those two fell into the ocean and disappeared. Their corpses were never even found.
So Arakawa-san lost both his parents, one after the other.
And his only other friends, the theater troupe, disbanded soon after without their leader. Masumi Arakawa became a drifter, along with a few other actors. They couldn't trust anyone, so what other path was there for them, except becoming Yakuza in Kamurocho?
So that's why Arakawa became a Yakuza. Hardly had any choice.
Arakawa joined a low-ranking family in the Tojo clan called the Hikawa family. Life wasn't easy for him there. They were the kind of family that took hits without thinking twice.
Really?
Yes, so they were always in need of ways to dispose of a body. Masumi Arakawa was tapped to help with that, and he was extremely cautious. To do it, he started coming all the way to the homeless camp in Ijincho.
Really? Even though the family was based in Tokyo? Why?
Well, truthfully, he wanted an excuse to come to Yokohama, because it would afford him opportunities to hunt his father's killer.
I see. So Arakawa-san was using the homeless camp to dispose of bodies all the way back then.
Indeed. As for his hunt, he researched Yakuza and criminals every time he was here. All he started with was a single clue. His own childhood memory of the suspicious waiter he saw here that night. Eventually, 7 years after the murder, I received an invitation to come here. He signed his invitation Masumi Arakawa. It was a bold declaration, and I knew immediately the running would be futile. So I came here, alone. I didn't even bring a bodyguard.
Why the hell not?
Well, to put it simply, I was prepared to die.
But, I mean...
In this line of work, there are no good ways to die. And I can think of worse ways to go that would not give that boy the justice he'd earned. The memory of what I'd done to him never left me, you know. It was always like a small bone stuck in my throat. He was sitting right where you are now.
Here?
Yes. He didn't look a day over 20. But his eyes had that hard, flinty gaze of an old killer. I couldn't help myself. I told him everything. I told him why I killed Toshio Arakawa. I even told him about the secret counterfeiting. I figured I was dead anyway. He had a gun in his hand, and all he had to do was pull the trigger. But he never once interrupted me. When I'd finished, he slowly stood up. I stopped him as he turned to leave. "Didn't you come here for revenge?" I asked.
And? What did he say?
He said, "If only you had ignored my invitation, then I could have shot you in the back." Then he left.
Boss.
In 1984, the 10,000 yen bill changed from the face of Prince Shotoku to Yukichi Fukuzawa. By that time, Arakawa had found his own Yakuza family, so I sent him a gift.
What was it?
A fresh batch of crisp fake bills featuring Yukichi Fukuzawa. They were defective prints with nothing on the back. Not exactly legal tender.
Then, how was that a gift?
It's hard to explain. If I had to say, it was out of gratitude.
Sure, but for what?
I should have died that day I met with Arakawa. It would have been right. And yet he spared me. Not only that, but he lifted a terrible weight from my chest. Furthermore, it's not an exaggeration to say the equilibrium among the Ijin Three continues to this day because of him.
Wow.
I owe him an unfathomable debt. And one day, I must pay it back. The defective bills were how I chose to communicate the sentiment. The counterfeiting secret is Ijincho's weakness. And it was only thanks to Arakawa that the Ijin Three could continue to secretly wield that power. But of course, that means if he ever feels like it was a mistake to let me live, he can use the fake bills to unravel everything I've built. The gift wasn't the bills themselves. They were leverage. I actually wrote something on the back to that effect. Neither justice nor mercy should tip the scale. It means that those in power must reward and punish where necessary. I felt it was an appropriate message. I suppose the writing has faded at this point.
Whoa. So that's the whole story.
Up till this moment. But now I'm sitting across from a man holding one of those fake bills. Which, of course, is a message from Arakawa that only I could understand. The message is, Masumi Arakawa sees you as a beloved family member.
Arakawa-san thinks of me as family.
He would not have placed that bill in your pocket lightly. Do you see its significance now? After everything I've told you? There is almost no doubt in my mind that Arakawa did not want you killed. So he didn't shoot you out of malice. He shot you so that you would be brought here, be saved by the homeless, and eventually meet up with me. Do you see? That's everything I can tell you.
That's plenty. Thank you, Chairman. I see it all now. I always kind of figured.
You did? Well, it's your move now. I've only told you what I know, so...
It's okay. That's enough. I trust you.
Well, I don't hear that often.
Yeah, neither do I. Not even from my friends. But those friends are trustworthy to me. And so are you. I believe everything you said. And my faith in Arakawa-san is coming back strong.
Kasuga,
Yeah?
are you a blood relative of Arakawa's?
No, it's not like that.
I see. Well, he must have been happy to have such loyalty as yours. As proud as any father, I think.
Oh no, he's gonna shoot him. Right? Okay. That's chapter 10. Chapter 11. The odds.
Nagatacho has been rocked by party chair Ogikubo's sudden retirement due to illness. Long a central figure in politics, Ogikubo was the Prime Minister's last ally in keeping Parliament together.
An election shall be held to reaffirm the will of the people. I look forward to a new Citizens' Liberal Party and a new cabinet.
The Prime Minister made more shockwaves later that day. In the afternoon, he announced he would appoint Ryo Aoki to Ogikubo's now vacant post. Aoki will be the first sitting governor to also serve as the ruling party's chair. This bold move is sure to have ripple effects.
How are you feeling, former chairman?
Surely the governor of Tokyo can read. My sign says no visitors.
Oh, suddenly rules are important to you.
Naturally.
Shouldn't you concern yourself with the rules you've already broken? For example, counterfeiting. Your crimes put the entire national economy at risk.
Do you know how many lives were saved by what you call a crime? Hundreds. Any politician can say they built a road or passed a law. But how many can say they caught people who fell through the cracks? You think you're talented enough to do that in my stead?
Oh, I've got plenty of talents. I just use them very differently compared to you. For example, I managed to fit your downfall into my already very busy schedule.
A governor as the party chair. Nothing could be more ripe for corruption.
Oh, everything I'm gonna do will be labeled scandalous by withered old men like you. But by next year, Japan will have a new standard, and it will have been written by me.
Spoken like a true amateur.
Amateur, huh? Let me ask you. Do you remember my first election 10 years ago? I asked you for the Citizens' Liberal Party endorsement. You insulted me. Your exact words were, Bleach Japan is a bunch of kids playing at politics. Your home district is Kanagawa's second, isn't that right? I'm happy to tell you, Bleach Japan will be running a candidate there in the next election cycle, and he'll have the Citizens Liberal Party's ringing endorsement. So, how does it feel to have everything taken from you by a bunch of kids? Our candidate's victory in Kanagawa's District 2 is all but certain. So I've come up with a plan for taking out the trash in Ijincho. Of course, we'll probably lose half the population.
Are you calling the people of Ijincho trash?
I'm calling them disposable.
Pardon me?
What did you call them? People who fell through the cracks? Can't you see that's their own fault for becoming so dependent on the gray zones? They're responsible for maintaining their home, and they failed. That's what makes them disposable. But I must be going. As I said, I've got a busy schedule. Happy retirement, my former chair. I truly wish that for you. I hope you'll visit Ijincho after its beautiful new developments are complete. You'll hardly recognize
Hey
it.
Axel,
And I
yeah,
can't wait to
more
see
than
the
a
look
week.
on your face when you see it.
And like if I add all the Yakuza games together, then it's been like 3 months or more.